Tonight's novel follows 3 generations of the Turkish-Kurd Toprak family to uncover the deep roots of Iskender Toprak's honor killing of his own mother. The novel dissects the particular form patriarchy takes in Turkish communities and fiercely criticizes the normalization of violence against women. The novel opens in the voice of Esma, a London-raised Turkish Kurd, as she prepares to set off for Shrewsbury prison to collect her brother, who has just served a 14-year term for murder. He was only 16 years old when he stabbed their mother, Pem, on the steps of the family home in Hackney, London. The murder was investigated as an honor killing. From here, the novel moves back more than half a century, where the twin girls, Pem and Jamila, were born to a humble family in a Kurdish area of Turkey, a place where women grieve for the birth of a daughter. Instead, she has twin girls. The girls are identical in appearance but very different in character. A young man named Adem falls in love with Jamila, but when Jamila is abducted by another man, Adem, and their whole community, regard Jamila's honor as compromised. Adem marries Pem instead, but the marriage seemed a failure from its start. The young couple moves together to Istanbul, where they have their first child, Iskender, and then on to London, where Esma and finally Yunus are born. Meanwhile, Jamila remains in their home village. Refusing to marry, she becomes a semi-legendary virgin midwife, a lone woman who travels under the protection of God to assist in difficult births. By the late 1970s, Adem, frustrated with his new wife, has gambled away his family's money and abandoned them. Forced to support her children by herself, Pem takes a job at a local hair salon, where she comes into her own and assimilates more closely into the British way of life. Eventually, she meets Elias, an enthusiastic cook and film buff with whom she meets in secret at old movie theaters, but she insists to keep the relation purely platonic. Sadly, the family members learn of Pem's affair and her twin sister Jamila decides to travel to London to support her sister after she saw a dream that her twin is in trouble. However, he arrives at the family home as Jamila arrives from Turkey. Mistaking his aunt for her identical twin, Iskender kills Jamila. In the aftermath of Jamila's death, Pem renounces not only her affair but also her identity. She moves back to Turkey to live as her murdered sister. The long years in prison have changed Iskender much that he hopes to redeem himself and earn his mother's forgiveness for killing her twin sister. However, it falls now to Esma to explain that his mother has long since died of a rare disease and that he will never see her again.